Morgan in the morning, 5 till 9 on Hitkicker 99.7.
What's going on, dude?
Ain't much, man. How's it going?
Oh, not a whole lot. We are just anxiously waiting for you, man, this weekend over at the Western Virginia Sports Show in Augusta.
Yeah, man. We're going to be a good weekend. Hopefully the weather stays right.
Yeah, well, it's looking good so far. We'll have to see what happens, but it ain't compared to the weather you have while you're, doing your thing with swamp people,
Yeah, no. That's how you said. We'll look forward to that come down in September, August. But right now, believe it or not, we didn't have a winter. This winter we had maybe 3 days of cold weather. When I say cold weather, it got into the 30s, but we've been holding 60s and 70s, man. And it never got cold.
Now, where exactly are you? Are you in Louisiana?
Yes, I'm Louisiana, South Louisiana, man. I'm all the way in the bottom.
Oh, yeah, LSU. I got you. Thursdays at 9, Swamp People on the History Channel. You're going to be at the Western Virginia Sports Show this weekend in Augusta. Man, I'm going to ask you the obvious question here. Are you nuts?
Sometimes.
Man, I'm watching your show here, and I'm like, there's no way I could get on that boat.
Yeah, you could, man. Look, believe it or not, people don't understand. I've been doing this since 3 years old, so to me, I've seen everything that can happen. I'm 28 years old now, and I've been fishing with my dad since 3 years old, and
right.
I probably had my scariest encounter at 5 years old when we caught our biggest alligator, 13 feet, 8 inches, and we was only in a 13-feet boat. And that 13-foot boat was rocking and rolling, man. And I'll tell you what, from there, I don't think I've been scared again.
You were literally born in this. Now, I'm sure Mom had a few things to say to Dad about, the 3-year-old getting on a boat and gator hunting, or did she not care?
No, believe it or not, my mom was going back to school. When I was 3 years old, Mom went back to school to be a nurse practitioner, a registered nurse. So my mom's actually a nurse practitioner. She's back in school again. But at 3 years old, that was my babysitter. My dad, we don't go to babysitters. We go stay with our parents. Thank good Lord, Dad put me in the boat, put my life vest on, and hang tight and learn firsthand. So that was my babysitting, sitting down in the boat.
J. Paul from Swamp People on the History Channel. You can see him Thursdays at 9. What's the biggest gator you've ever seen?
Biggest I seen?
Yeah.
Oh, God. The biggest I caught was 13 feet, 8 inches.
Right.
I seen one, actually. He would beat that record. I can't even tell you how big he was, but he was 13 better. I guarantee he was bigger than what I caught. And it was after Katrina out in the swamp.
Uh-huh.
It was a cool 50-degree weather. We was actually hunting neutral rat. Middle of the marsh. It was middle of the marsh where no water was around, but he had a hole in the middle of the marsh. And we actually thought it was a tree Katrina had washed in for the hurricane, and I told Dad, look at the big cypress out there that Katrina washed in the swamp.
Right.
And after we started getting a little closer, probably about 200 or 300 yards from him, this log moved. It actually started walking across the marsh and went down into a hole. And I guarantee he was 13, bigger than what we call it, 14 plus, and never see alligator again, though.
Yeah.
It's one of them ghost alligators you never see again.
Describe the high you get, though, when you actually capture a gator, all that fear of your life of losing a hand has to contribute to some sort of buzz.
Well, it's crazy. We got a lot of deer hunters in this world and know how you said the excitement. You kill a big buck or kill any kind of animal, and it's excitement, it's a rush. It's a feeling that's hard to explain. But at the same time, when this alligator, you got an animal on the other side of this line that actually can kill you.
Let's talk about that's true.
So this right here, you got like almost a fight and flight feeling at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
We're not running, so we're not gonna flight, but we gotta fight.
Right.
So you're always on guard, but at the same time you're thinking behind your mind, I got a giant, I got a trophy. If you got a big gator on the end of the line, I got a trophy right here. And it's but at the same time it's work, I can make some money off this alligator. It's excitement, so you're doing it as a sport. You love the sport, love the challenge. You face to face with death in a way, So if you're not an adrenaline junkie, this is not a sport for you, So it's something that actually get your blood boiling and get quick. You get amped up fast, and people don't really get to see all the full excitement of us on Swamp People.
Right.
The show, how you said with the filming wise, they only got so long to show you fishing gators, so they got to show everybody. And also, really, when we catch these big gators, man, sometimes we wore out to the slap where we came and high five each other. Or it gets to the point where we're so pumped up, we high-five and hugging each other, we excited, So there's a lot goes into it. Sometimes even tears are falling.
Sure, yeah.
You got tears falling because you're so wore out or you lose out, something happens, and it's a roller coaster, I promise you that.
Well, I'll respectfully share those tears and laughter with you from my recliner of my living room. Thank you very much. I'll let y'all do the in the boat stuff. Have you had any injuries? What about cameraman injuries? I'm sure the cameraman's been injured.
Oh, man, believe it or not, these guys, don't get me wrong, I had some good cameramen and I had some bad cameramen. Some cameramen, like, you know what I'm saying, they never, this type of industry is rare, It's on South Louisiana, a couple of states, I'll do it. But a lot of these cameramen come from California, New York, so they don't really know anything about bugs. Even bugs tear them up, So I have cameramen fall, slip in the boat. I have guys jump off the boat into the swamp thinking it's hard land because it's grass. It looks like grass, but it's just a big floating land. That's all it is. It's not hard. And I have guys sink past there and almost their shoulders into the swamp. I got to pull them out. I had guys fall into alligator holes. A lot of times, it's more of the slips, trips, and falls. That's what really you got to watch yourself. You got to have good footing. You got to just watch yourself at all times. Thank God, me and my dad are very cautious, and we protect our guys. We always looking after our guys. They see them in a bad position, we'll move them. We'll make sure our guys are good. It's almost like a babysitting going on in there. Not to say the guys can't handle themselves, some grown men. But at the same time, it's new to them. It's very, very new. Don't get me wrong. Every day I go out, I get cut, or I get a bruise, I get something. My hands are bleeding, or something happened. That's just part of the job.
Sure.
And and people, one of the questions people ask, man, why you don't wear gloves? One of the biggest things, gloves hold bacteria in your hands. Your hands got cuts on it like crazy. Yeah. That glove is always holding that bacteria because we're messing with rotten bait.
Yep.
Rotten this, and once you get a cut or that hook's gonna stab you in that glove and you get hung up. That hook, that glove can get wrapped on that rope, get you in a bind, so fast it's not even fun to pull your hand off, pull the finger off,
Right,
so
yeah.
That glove is actually more of a danger than help. And it's sad to say it is.
Yeah, it gets things infected too, with all that bacteria storing in the glove, right?
Yeah. That's the biggest thing. Believe it or not, to me, that's the biggest thing. It keeps your hands wet. And people are like, oh, wear a rubber glove. Well, a rubber glove, as soon as you start playing with the first 2-3 hooks, you cut it. It just pops. It's no more good.
Exactly.
And then you got water inside of it. It's no good. It makes it 10 times worse, the job.
Well, Jay, I know you're captain of your own boat now, finally. So now
y'all noticed that, huh? Yeah, how you said I've been captain. How you said me and my dad run our boat. We there's no captain when we run it together, but now I can say I'm official captain. Because when me and my dad fishing together, we both captains, we both deckhands, we both doing everything. The share is mutual when me and my dad work together. And but now, how you said, Tommy needed some work, and they gave us a good opportunity to get us in 2 boats. We had some tags, and I'm gonna tell you the story behind it. It really is. Tommy needed some work. We had tags in so many different areas this year. It was spread out so much. We would have wasted too much time and money trying to do it all at one time. One boat here, one boat there. But before we knew it, would have been 30 days into the season, and we've been looking at ourselves like, dude, we got to move. So we decided it was a perfect. Everything happened like a domino effect. Just let me go on my own boat. Tommy needed work. Dad got to get to bring in. Y'all didn't get to see yet, but you seen a little clip. The guy I was talking to, that's my uncle actually, and he gets to work with my dad this year. And so it's actually a good thing. It opened up a big couple of doors. And tell you what, y'all gonna have to see it play it out. I think y'all really gonna enjoy how it finished playing out.
Well, I'm excited, man. Well, we can watch Swamp People every Thursday at 9. RJ and Jay, of course, will be waiting for you, and they're going to be waiting for you, too, this weekend at the West Virginia Sports Show. Like I said, it's not going to be Louisiana weather, but, it'll still be warm, and it won't be humid. You won't
That's all right. That's all right.
You won't have gators around. You might have squirrels. I don't know if you need to be extra careful of the squirrels, but...
no, that's okay.
But, man, we'll see you this Saturday. We're looking forward to it, and you're going to be here on Saturday, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, all day Saturday, y'all come out. We got Michael Waddell's going to be there. Kip Campbell, Red Arrow TV is going to be there, and we all going to be there having a good time. And we're all good buddies, man. Them guys got there some good hunting stories for you besides alligators. I know they got some good deer hunting stories, turkey stories. I got the alligators. I got deer hunting stories, too. If you want to talk deer, I can talk deer, too. So, look, we out here. We're going to have a good time. I'll tell you what. I can't wait to be there Saturday. I know for sure we're going to have an awesome time.
Fantastic, man. Well, we're going to have a great time, too, with you. And thank you so much for hanging out with us here on